Good evening. Hi, my name is Sheila Foster. I'm the Vice Dean of the Law School. On behalf of Dean Mike Martin and I'd like to welcome you to a very important program this evening on the challenges and opportunities for Chinese companies doing business in the United States. So first of all, I have to say how fitting it is that a program like this is being held here. Among United States law schools, Fordham really has a faculty that is one of the most deeply involved in China, from business and intellectual property law to human rights and governance. Our faculty are very much engaged in China and the region. We also have a curriculum that is among the most extensive in course offerings related to China. And last year, one of our distinguished Fordham Law alum, the Honorable Din Chin, who's up here with us, of the Second Circuit Court of Appeals, joined representatives of the law school on a trip through Asia that included stops in Beijing, Shanghai, and Hong Kong. A couple years ago, we were fortunate enough to recruit Professor Carl Minsner to the law school, a Chinese law expert. And so, as you see, we are very committed to looking at the relationship between law and legal reform in China, and in particular areas including Chinese law and Chinese business in particular. I should also say that last year, for the first time, a majority of our foreign LLM students came from China. So more initiatives are in the work, and we're very excited to be continuing this emphasis. It's a special honor to co-sponsor the event tonight with the Chinese Business Law Association, which is one of the premier organizations in the United States devoted to providing a global forum for legal, finance, and other professionals interested in law and business in the U.S. and China. And I should also recognize Professor Mark Cohen, who has been with us, Professor Sean Griffith, who's on our faculty, and Professor Martin Flaherty, among others on the faculty, who make distinct contributions in this area of China and the law. So again, it's a pleasure to have you here tonight, in particular other leading and business professionals in the room. And I want to welcome you to Fordham and to tonight's program once again, and please have a productive and enjoyable evening. I'll turn over to the first panel. Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you very much. My name is Carl Minsner. I'll be the moderator for this panel. We have four distinguished speakers for you today. Judge Danny Chin, who needs an introduction, Lanier, Jeff, and then Lanier, both with Dorsey. And then we have Professor Mark Cohen. We're going to start with Judge Chin. Each participant is going to talk for about 7 minutes or so, and we're going to try to leave more than enough time for question and answer afterwards. So without further ado.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'll start with a little bit of a disclaimer. I am not a China expert. I am not an expert on Chinese law, nor am I an expert on Chinese-U.S. relations. I am, I think, somewhat of an expert on federal litigation in the U.S. courts, having been a district judge in the Southern District of New York for